Hi. A while ago, I put 100 comments onto one drawing, and I thought that was a lot. But just as I was there, finishing the last bits of my video, my good friend I like to call Impulsive Decisions told me, what if you did another one? And while I was planning for that video, I also get a little email from XP Pen. Hey, or we really like your videos, and we would like to send you this tablet completely for free if you can just talk about it in one of them. You might have already expected this from the title, but me at the time, I did not. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So, I present to you a little goodie unboxing from me. It is a beautiful, sunny morning, and this big box arrived at my place last night. I was gonna open this last night, but I came home at like 7 p.m. The lighting would have been really bad in my room. So we're gonna open this up, and we're gonna set it up. Actually, I think I can just do this with my hand, like just, yeah. Oh, this thing comes off so easily. Okay, look at that. It's the same box, but without the plastic paper. It's really hard to do this with one hand, by the way. Okay. Oh, more packaging. So this is the tablet itself, and that is how big it is compared to my left hand. Oh my god. Thank you, XP Pen. This is awesome. Got some information. I'm sure this is going to be good to have whenever I recommend a product, and I should probably understand how to read. So I've never gotten this before, but yeah, the pen holder that this thing comes in, it's it's like a weapon holder. This is awesome. Now we got one box over here. More chargers and cables. What are these? Are these all the power cables that it comes with? And this one's got a bunch of like little buttons. Never seen this on a tablet before. It came with like a little handkerchief thing so that you can clean the tablet. A guide, which is just a really thick book of the same thing in multiple languages. And we got pen nibs for all my pen nib needs. Thank you. Glove fit's nice. I think it's a little bit big for me, like right here. But it's just because I have small hands. I went through all of the setting up stuff. I think all I need to do now is just turn on this power button that's located right there. Oh, this screen, I'm pretty sure it's like bigger than my entire monitor. I can zoom with this little scroll wheel. You can have Control Z, and you can have Control Y. Yay! They gave me a bunch of like cables and ports, which are super nice because these are highly portable, so you can just take them to a friend's house. Tablet pens usually come with like 2 buttons. This one has 3 of them. So you have one for zooming in, this one's for right clicking, it pulls up the eyedropper tool, and this one's for double, and the third one's for a double left click. And this thing, super comfortable. I can't really see myself accidentally pressing a button by mistake while I'm working with this. Did I mention that this display resolution is 4K, by the way? It's really... whoa. This big guy is also really precise with colors, showing 1.07 billion colors. And also this thing's entirely portable. This huge 4K display 19-inch canvas is entirely portable. I literally just had to hook up one cable onto my computer and this thing works. One. And all those wires and cables you saw at the start, that's to ensure that wherever you're going with this thing, you can always, you know, adapt to your environment. Because what if your friend's house has a different plug? Basically, you can just take this thing anywhere with you. It's awesome. From October 8th to the 9th, by the way, you'll be getting yourself a 40% off deal in their Amazon store in celebration for the big Prime Deal Days, the Prime Big Deal Days. The box comes with so much stuff, and this tablet's definitely worth it. I made this entire video with it, and it was super comfortable. All of you decided what I was gonna work on, so let me present to you 200 comments on one drawing. Draw an espresso, or whatever you would get from a coffee shop. First and foremost, it's time to extend this canvas by a little bit. There we go, now that's way more space to work with. This one coffee shop I went to had the best cheesecake and hot chocolate conceivable to mankind. They did this really cool thing where they left out a giant notebook that anyone can draw and write anything in. So I took it and I drew this little silly anime reference in it. If you see this somewhere somehow, I did that. A bouquet of flowers for someone who deserves it. And for the someone who deserves it, the commenter is the someone because they gave me this idea. It's kind of difficult to replicate a profile picture because I'm seeing it from far away, but I think this does enough. Here you go. Squid eating takoyaki. Isn't that cannibalism because they're both Cethal, but never mind. My friend wants this thing purple, so we're gonna make it purple. The takoyaki looks like little balls of peeled potatoes, but I swear it's not gonna look like that. You'll just add the sauce, the green seasoning that's only there for color contrast, and a little bit more shadow. The commenter also added preferably small boy. I didn't know what that meant, so I'm gonna draw a smaller boy just for good measures. A crow gremlin with a knife. I forgot to record myself drawing this, so here's an epic reveal to compensate. The next comment says, add Kirby inhaling a person. Draw a orb eating a chicken nugget. I already have a box of chicken nuggets saved from the last video. Thank you, user. I'll just take one from here. There is a whole subreddit dedicated to chicken nuggets on the internet. Goes to show how much people love them. A cat with a long neck eating spaghetti. I'll draw them next to the squids to have a little food corner here. Add their signature red sauce. I don't know if the red sauce actually has a name. We just always called it the red sauce. The red sauce. TM. A guy made of spaghetti holding a tomato sauce sword. Good thing I just now drew a plate of spaghetti. You will make sure your pasta never goes sauceless. I like my pumpkin boy. Kinney. I like your pumpkin boy too. That's why I'm gonna draw him. Thank you very much. The wrong chicken nugget. There's no such thing as a wrong chicken nugget, but there are varieties of chicken nuggets. This beautiful, magnificent specimen right here is called a Dino Nuggie. Draw 2 ducks with matching hats, please. They're friends. I decided to give one a very epic cowboy hat, and now I'm giving the other one an equally epic top hat, and they match because they're both equally epic. I wish there was a frog with a top hat and a mustache. Wish granted. Draw a door to outer space. I'm gonna use the sky that we've drawn previously and have a door opening to outer space. It doesn't really make sense because the black hole is under outer space, but I mean, hey, look at how pretty this space is. Avocado. This avocado has no reason to fit the background of space so well. Maybe that's just because it goes good with anything. I love avocado. A handful of people say that they taste bad because they taste like grass. In that case, I love grass. You should draw Kirby with an orb hat sitting on a warp star. Hey, this one fits perfectly for space too, so we can add him in here. And then obviously, we can't forget about the orb hat. It's beautiful. Draw a grilled cheese sandwich with a terrified face because it's getting eaten by a duck. That is weirdly specific, but you know what? We can do that. You know what would be cool? Cheese cake. For the cheeses. I'll just add the cheesecake right next to the big pile of cheese. Don't worry about Crumb. Help is still on the way. Surely. Yay! Draw a borb. It's a burb, but round like an orb. I will draw the roundest borb you'll ever see in existence. Can you teach me how to draw? I don't think I'm experienced enough on that, but here, I'll talk about this drawing that I'm making. For this one, I'm skipping the sketching segment and I'm going straight into line art and then coloring. I like to shade with saturation as much as I can because it makes the drawings more vibrant. I also really like adding these blue highlights. They don't really need to make sense. And then I just add a background and blim blam, done. And you know what? For good measure, I'm also going to add a Quaker parrot because they're so cute. I love Quaker parrots. Popcorn, please. Why do the popcorn from cinemas always taste better? They just hit differently. Hence why I'm drawing cinema popcorn. Draw fish. I've done that already, but we're gonna make a bigger and better fish. Congratulations! It's a koi fish. Can you draw Neon Cat? I will, and I have the perfect place to put them. I used to unironically listen to the song. Those were some good times. Dragon Fruit Dragon. I am a big fan of this concept. I made most of its body pink, but for some of the longer scales, I made them green like the pointy thingies that dragon fruit actually have. Draw me and a bean. Here is your overly large coffee bean and also some paint splotches for good measure. You should draw Spamton and Narpy eating lettuce. Also, I love your content. Keep it up. You inspired me to try digital art. Thank you. This is such a random request and I love it. But we're gonna need to borrow this lettuce really quickly. This is such a strange combination to me, but like the more I think of it, they would get along. Another thing you should draw is Spider-Gwen from the Spider-Verse movies. Her design is so cool to me. And oh my goodness, thank you for the kind words. I'm gonna draw Gwen up here swinging through some string, and then she's gonna be holding whatever this next prompt is. Also, I really like how this one turned out. You should draw a soggy hairball or those sprite things from Spirited Away. I gave one of them a top hat because why not? You know those candies they were carrying? I want one. I want a whole bag of them. While I'm here, let's just stretch that string out to nothing. Orb and me eating watermelon. I could really go for a watermelon right now, but if it's not the summer and you buy an imported watermelon from the supermarket, it literally tastes like nothing. The commenter's profile picture was a Sylveon, so that's exactly what I'm gonna draw. And obviously you can't forget about the most important thing. And there you have it. Please draw a door frame being eaten by someone. Well, good thing we already have a door. What more can I really say about this? Since you drew Miku, draw Len. Love your content, by the way. I'm gonna draw his iconic little pose from Project Sekai. Also, I'm pretty sure each Vocaloid represents a food item and Len's is bananas, so I'm gonna pay my tributes to that. There are now 3 Vocaloid characters on this drawing. Draw a very cool ant with glasses. I have a place to put you. You'll be right next to the very cool rabbit with glasses. Now they can be cool together. Realistically, they would be like this size though. Pickle! Please draw a pickle. For this one, I drew a very cartoonishly bumpy pickle. When I was in 2nd grade, I always thought that I would hate them, and then my friend gave me one, and then I tried it, and I was like, hey, do you have more? And now I'm no longer like that. I love pickles, and I'll willingly try literally any other food. Enjoy your pickle. Draw a cat and I want to be in a vid. You're gonna be in this video, but I'm never gonna tell you. This cat's gonna claw away at this jar of a singular pickle instead of a fishbowl. You should draw a cat with an orb. I've attached the orb onto the cat thanks to this wristband thing. Pancakes. Have you guys ever tried this world delicacy known as banana pancakes? Best thing ever. Best thing ever next to banana bread. Draw a Foey, I'm gonna assume that says phone, on fire, screaming in pain. I think this'll do. And also, on a non-phone fire related incident, I started putting the dust guys from Spirited Away all across the canvas. And I think this is great. This was the best decision I've ever made. Can you draw me being in a toaster next? Sure thing, toast-fl.3. Now they're not gonna be the only one. I'll make the toaster over here, and I will draw you just as burnt as the last one. I'll give you $5 to eat this entire toast. Draw a bottle of mustard. I think I'll put you right next to the mayonnaise. Please draw me. This guy's got a very techie stickman character, and that actually helps a lot with the pose that I figured out for him. I got him navigating through a bunch of these cool holographic digital board thingies. Thank you for letting me draw this. Can you please make a Doors-inspired orb? Dorb. Ah. My original idea for a Doors character was like this thing, but I ended up drawing like these mangled little blobs with smiles on them. Maybe it can act like a little leech that sticks onto people's faces. Also, while I was drawing this, I did not realize that there would be a character like this in the second game that behaves the exact same way, so, oops. This one just says, I know your Roblox friend Wandernat. That's a funny coincidence, I also know my friend Wandernat. Gonna put her right on this boat with me. Hello, Orb. Hello. If you are reading this, can you draw Potato Orb? By the way, love your content. I will give you 2 of them, just for good measure. Draw Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia, please. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I am considering on watching the anime. I tried to start watching back in 2020, and then I stopped on episode 6 because I found the main character annoying. I do really like the artistic aspects of this anime though, and it's really cool seeing so many people like this anime. I just don't know if it's for me. Anyways, here he is. Orange cat with a bow tie and top hat named Gatsby. And here's a sign in case anyone forgets. A black cat witch. I guess I'll put a witch hat on our previous cat, and I'm gonna make it black and purple to match the emoji hearts. Can you draw Baby Bill Cipher? It's very cute. While I was drawing this, I didn't realize there was actually a version of Baby Bill Cipher, but I think mine still depicts the same energy regardless. Draw a crown. Here you go, right on the board. Hey, if anyone has any tips on shading, can you reply? I need help with my shading skills. Allow me to quickly demonstrate with this apple. Depending on the lighting, the apple will choose which colors to absorb into itself. They won't only reflect black and white, they will reflect other colors as well, which is exactly why over here, lighter areas can lean more towards yellow and darker areas can lean more towards purple and blue. The same thing can be done with this leaf. Paint the darker sides with bluer hues and paint the lighter sides with yellow ones. This isn't as thorough as I want it to be, but if you want to get a drawing done without spending 10 hours into researching color theory, then this is a good way to do it. Okay, that is over. Have fun. Draw a pumpkin as an orb. Please! I will first put a pumpkin down, and then we're gonna completely get rid of the middle and add a little orb in there. BMO, second try. In our hearts, BMO will always be the best Adventure Time character. A bride! My older sister's getting married next year. Oh my god, congratulations! I've never been to a wedding before, but I hope it goes well and you do all of the fun, epic wedding stuff that happens there. Hi! Hi. Can you draw a mushroom friend? If you're ever bored and don't know what to draw, just try drawing mushrooms. They come in a bunch of different shapes and sizes. I drew 3 mushroom friends. This one just reads, I love Orb and subscribe to Orb. And for that, you get another little heart. Draw Orb and an object show character. I've actually done this already once, but I'm gonna do it again. So I drew Taggy from Teapot. Again. Cat. Cat brick. Cat brick explosion. Cat. Brick. Dragon with Sherlock hat and tobacco pipe. I guess we're just gonna need to fancy up our dragon fruit dragon. For the record, smoking is bad, but it looks cool in a drawing. Hope this is not too late, but goblin! Here they are. Also, you don't need to scream at me, I'm right here. Draw a purple ball. I'm gonna add some shading onto this, just to make it a little bit extra. Hooray! Beautiful. Please add a silly jellyfish to the next one. So I drew a blue one, and then afterwards I decided to draw a pink one as well. I want a small fish eating fish food ice cream, please. There's fish on the drawing already, but that place looked a little cramped. So what I did instead is I turned the blue from this chunk into a water source. And from there I was able to draw the fish with their fish food ice cream. And then in the end I also drew another smaller fish, because sharing is caring. Dew and water cat. It says and there, I'm just reading what it says. I'm gonna make cat-shaped bubbles inside the water. And I was so happy with the first one that I made another one again. Red panda with a blue bandana. The red panda is already adorable on its own, but that blue bandana just makes them a little bit cooler. Now get this, Kirby, but with a bazooka. 19 other people wanted this. 19 other people thought it was a good idea for me to draw Kirby with a bazooka, and I couldn't agree more. I love your art style so much! Also, please draw a ferret with this face. Okay, I'm gonna give you a ferret with a face. Draw ice. That sounds simple enough. Here is ice. Very epic, very cool. Hand coming out of a cloud with a pen like God playing with reality. When I was younger, I wanted to have this exact superpower. I'd have a magic pen, and everything I draw with it would come true. Totally not overpowered at all, by the way. Draw a sunflower from Plants vs. Zombie. Did you guys know there's Chinese manhwa for Plants vs. Zombies? And did you guys know that I actually read one of them? It was this one. I read it when I was like 6 years old, and I can't remember anything but the fact that it has dinosaurs in them. I also remember rereading that book like at least 3 times, so it was probably pretty good. A dinosaur. You know what else we can do? Turn it into a second Dino Nuggie. Draw a Wooper. I think Woopers are really fun to draw because they're just 2 little squishy blobs. So I went ahead and added the Paldean region of Wooper as well. This comment just reads, I love your art style so much, the little funky colorful lines and the colors, it's so cool, yeah, please don't die. This comment worries me. It's too late, Grim Reaper. I've already depicted you as a powerless doof. And me as... Next comment. Maybe you could draw 2 axolotl buddies eating watermelon. It's okay if you don't choose me. Well, you were chosen. Woopers are actually based off of axolotls, so I can just give these 2 a slice. What about a little rat playing VR? Also, I love your videos and art style. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you! Thank you. I can't wait for this guy to be introduced to the wonderful world of Gorilla Tag. Alright, next comment. I am almost 100% late. No, you're not. But what about a small redwood tree? Redwood trees are some of the tallest trees in the world, and you're asking me to make them small. Well, you know what? I can do that. This guy commented regarding the last video. As someone from New Zealand, the kiwi made me happy. Yay! I didn't know the kiwis were national animals either. That also makes me incredibly happy. They're so cute. You should draw an orange cat doing orange activities. One of the most regular orange cat activities is pressing a doomsday button. My suggestion is Mesprit from Pokemon. I'm gonna put you right under the Woopers. Hello. Hi. Can you draw a cute bear from space? There we go. I think this is good enough. A dragon eating a brick, please, with a little pensive emoji. Did you know that some bricks are made from lime? Think about that next time you drink lime water. You could be drinking brick water, and lime will still be inside that water. A bean that has genetically infused with a watermelon. These are very strange, specific coincidences. And also, I added 2 extra axolotls from the last comment. A potato with a mustache, top hat, and cane because he's a fine gentleman. Sounds like a reasonable request. I can do that. A cute emoji looking up with big eyes. This reminds me of those cursed emojis and funny reaction pictures that people would send. Here you go. A dog that is shaped like a hot dog. I'll redraw one of the hot dogs on Frisk's head to be a dog. Almost forgot about the tail. I can't believe that you added my national animal, Kiwi animal. Well, this just motivates me to add another one. Hello, hi, welcome to all the Zealanders watching. Yogurt with blueberries and strawberries and syrup. If I ever felt fancy in the mornings, I would either make scrambled eggs on avocado toast, or I would get some fresh fruit, slice and dice them all up into a nice bowl of yogurt. Actually, that sounds kind of good right now. I wonder if I can do that in the morning. All I need to do now is add the toppings, and voila. I don't actually like honey in my yogurt, but this looks really appetizing. Please draw a shocked Pikachu holding a 4-leaf clover. Without actively looking, throughout my entire life, I found a total of 4 4-leaf clovers, and I think that's a pretty good collection. Just to give you something to think about, you are more likely to find a 4-leaf clover than you are getting hit by a flying bird. Alright, next comment. Can you draw Wonder Gnat and all your friends hanging out, or can you draw a cat orb? I can do both. You get a class dojo point for each character you recognize from here. I decided to draw some of my friends that I've been hanging out with recently. I feel really lucky to call all of these people my friends because they're all really cool and Draw Meta Knight from Kirby right back at ya. I will draw him right next to the Kirby who has a giant bazooka. While we're on the topic, I feel like Prince Fluff from Kirby's Epic Yarn deserves more love. I think he is overlooked and underappreciated, but that's okay because I'll always be there to appreciate him. Narby! I love your vids. Thank you. Frog with mushroom hat. Frog with top hat. Meet Frog with mushroom hat.
Happy Green Bean!
Sorry, I had a little bee in my throat. Please draw Minbit with a face. I'm assuming they want something like this, but I'm actually gonna draw it sideways. Also, as a side tangent, I absolutely adore Minbit's art. Like, look at all of this with the cool explodey-wody stuff. Very epic. Draw a bat with a towel, PLS. I'm gonna proceed to play this one video of a bat inside a towel eating a banana. This guy says, I might get a Quaker parrot one day. I'm gonna help you with that decision and say as long as you're able to take care of it properly, with all of the research done, then go for it. You should absolutely consider getting one. Also, here's you hugging the Quaker parrot. Ham. Draw an egg. Very well, I will put this egg right alongside the other ones. You should draw Toothless and a Fish. Here you go. I've actually watched like 20 minutes of How to Train Your Dragon, so I may need to catch up on that franchise sometime soon. By the way, I'm from New Zealand and kiwis are a national animal. Say less because here's another one. It's sleeping on the orb bed. Dio from JoJo's, please. I'm gonna draw Dio Brando from part 1. And he's gonna be holding a glass of wine because he's fancy and evil. In the corner he goes, far away from everyone else. And finally, for our final comment, I'm gonna draw Sona. I said this in my last video, but Sona's the person that came up with this idea from the start. And you know, I feel like that deserves a little place on the canvas. And then finally, finally, oh my god, I finished it. Yes! My wrist hurts so much! 200 comments. That's now 200 comments on a singular drawing. The amount of drawings there are on this canvas now has now been doubled. And seriously, I've had so much fun with this. It's given me a chance to draw a bunch of stuff that I don't usually. And you know who that's thanks to? It's thanks to all of you who commented these suggestions and alongside all of the amazing support. And you know what? I'm feeling ambitious. Let's make this 300 comments on a singular drawing. If you've made it this far, then comment down what I should draw next. And thank you. Really, thank you. If you ended up enjoying this video, well, you're here now. I don't know why you'd skip to the outro. Another YouTuber called Skynix actually invited me to be a part of his videos, and I was a fan of Skynix, so that's awesome. For the video, we had to redraw our old embarrassing artwork. If you're interested, I'll make sure to link one of the videos that pop up at the end to that. It was a lot of fun. I can't believe I'm saying this, but thank you for 250k. Wow. I never really thought that word would be leaving my mouth. This video was a lot to put together. I don't really like talking about stuff like this because it can make me appear as arrogant, so just don't take it as that way. But this was probably the longest time I have taken on a video, but I am incredibly proud of it. When I finished cramming all of the little drawing sessions and went to cut the footage, I realized that there was like 14 hours of footage. And that for me usually is like a lot. So thank you so much for being patient with this video. The new laptop I got is seriously a lot easier to edit on. I've experienced freezing a lot less now on this computer, so it's gotten me to put a little bit more effort in. I'm trying to find if anyone else has done 200 comments before because I don't want to accidentally plagiarize someone else's idea, but I'm looking it up on like an incognito tab. No one's done this before, so I think I'm safe. Anyway, I think I'm running out of time to speak, so bye to the person listening to this and take care of yourself. Ah.